everyone, welcome to video number 2. Now in this video we're going to touch on the system itself. This is going to be the engine that drives the sales of your profit maximizers and everything else. But as I alluded to in the last video, we went over the formula. You learned from Mark what not to do, what the misconceptions are, and how we fix the gaps in the industry by having the trial system, which creates 10 times the results that normally a person would see in an internet business. Plus we add the X factor, which is that profit maximizer, which makes up 60% of your income. So now that you see the inner workings behind the scenes, we're going to talk about the stuff that you get to touch, that you get to feel and use with iPas that makes this thing so powerful, okay? So getting started, there's 2 options. Now let's cover this real quick. Option number 1 is what we like to call the do-it-yourself model. Or in an offline environment, it would be from starting from scratch. You have to find customers. It's often compared to like a mom and pop business. So you're starting from complete scratch. You have to spend money with uncertain results. I mean, you don't know if people are going to actually come in the front door. You don't know the neighborhood. You don't know if the food is going to be good. Again, it's the mom and pop business model, the do-it-yourself model in the offline world. Now, the other would be a franchise style model. So if you open an offline business, the good thing about a franchise is you have a proven selling process, you have reliable results, you have assisted training, setup, and management, consistent support and assistance. You have something that's been tested over time, and unfortunately or fortunately, it is expensive to start, and it takes 4 to 5 years to profit. But if you're going to open something like a McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A or a KFC or something like that, you have a business plan that you're walking into that has been proven despite its expense. And you know it's going to take you a while to actually reach profit, but it's established.
It's an established, profitable business system. It's mostly the system that's established.
Right. So you're walking into a system that's already proven. All right. So in comparison to the online world, the first option would be create your own products. All right. Create your own business online. So it can be designing websites are involved, creating value to your customer. You got to find out what your customer wants, how to give it to them, how to get visitors to your website. This is important. Obviously, it's just like in the offline world. You got to find how to get people in the front door. It's the same thing in the online world. How to effectively sell. How do you sell stuff on a website? Right? That is something you have to figure out if you're going to do this from scratch. And unfortunately, it takes too long. It's very expensive in order for you to create your own products and your own business from scratch online. And there is that risk factor, meaning you're risking, you don't know if people are going to like your stuff, you don't know if people are going to even show up, and honestly, it is quite expensive, all right? So that is your first option in the online world. Well, your second option, which is what we like to call the digital franchise style business model, or becoming an affiliate. The nice thing about this is you plug into an existing process, you sell products that are already proven and accepted by your market, you use systematic business models with automation, you have support, assistance, and education, just like a franchise in the traditional sense. You have easy and fast setup with reliable results, meaning you don't have to go through all these permits and trying to figure things out on your own. There's no guesswork or need to test anything, and there's a low startup cost. This is a big one. There's not a big investment, and unfortunately, and here's where the misconception comes in an online business. When people say, I'm going to join an online business for 25 bucks or 47 bucks. Because it's such a low,
I'm going to be rich.
Right. Yeah. Because it's such a low startup cost, you automatically assume that you know, maybe it's not real, or it's not as important as it would be going to a bank and getting a $200,000 loan to open your own restaurant. Well, it's the same dynamic. The difference is you don't have to put up as much money, but you do have to treat it as serious, because the outcome is as serious, if not more serious than that of a traditional business, because you don't have the overhead and you have much higher profit margins. It's just people take it differently.
Well, it's a digital product, so the profit margins are way higher.
Mm-hmm. With a digital product, I mean there's nothing delivered. Right.
Well, it's like accessing PDF documents. There's no printing cost. Watching videos, there's no presentation cost. It's just stuff like that. But the other part that I think you might have been driving at is that if people have a low cost to get into a business, what I've seen in my experience is when they don't have much into it to begin with, they don't take too much out of it. For example, if you have a very inexpensive vehicle, kind of a little bit take it for granted. You let it get dirty, you let it get dusty, you let it get low air pressure in the tires, and maybe not change the oil as much. Versus if you have a real expensive vehicle, you shine that thing up every time. You do take care of it. You pay much more attention to it because you got more into it. Okay, so
it's a common misconception. And so what we want to do here with iPas is, because the cost of entry is so inexpensive, we want you to flip your mindset and say, you know what, the outcome can be that much larger because you don't have to put up as much money.
Yeah, and the fact that this is a big business, this is a big deal. When Chris is talking about the ability to get your hands on profit maximizers on that, on the formula, we're going to talk more about that in a little bit. But the ability to make upwards of $2,000 per sale with somebody, and you string along 3, 4, 5, 6 of those in a month. You guys are doing the math right along with me. You know, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 of income per month is big business, you guys. This is a big business opportunity that you have in front of you. So I would encourage you to treat it with those type of gloves. This is a big business. Treat it that way, and your outcome will be how you treat it.
Absolutely. So the cool thing about that is knowing that you only need to focus on one element of this business. And we took the element and the guesswork and the technicalities out of it. All you have to do is get people to try the system. Get eyeballs to try it. We're so confident in what this does and what it can do for people that is your only job. So the whole try me theme is what we're all about here. Okay? Now remember, there's the 3 components. There's the traffic, the product, and the system. These are the 3 components that make up this whole thing. We're going to talk about the system right now. So the engine, which is the iPas 2 system, right? It's the first all-in-one results platform, meaning everything is here, from presentations to websites to autoresponders. Everything that you need is all here. It drives sales through a proven process, which I just showed you on the formula a minute ago. You have custom, unique, and automated sales systems available to you, meaning everything can be customized to some degree if you want to keep it that way. It creates small wins almost immediately, but produces big wins automatically. So our biggest goal here with iPas, as I showed you, get trials, which are those small wins. As those start to mount up, you can start to see the big wins automatically in your profit maximizers, even in your upsells. It provides training, tools, community, lifestyle access, support, resources, rewards, customization, and more. iPas is the first digital franchise-style business model online that offers everything under one roof. Okay? So continuing on, iPas 2 gives you the most unique business opportunity on the planet. You can now offer others something nobody else can offer. You have the golden goose everybody wants. Everybody wants some kind of push-button process, okay? Now this isn't that. There's no button to push here. What you just need to do is focus on one thing instead of 10 or 20 things. So you can imagine, if you only have to focus on one thing, which we automate as much as possible, your rate of success is going to go up because the system will take care of the rest, right? We have the success numbers and community to back it up. iPas has thousands of members. We have great success stories. We even have a spot within the iPas system where you can submit your testimonial and success story right there. We hold contests for those stories. So the best story will win prizes and such. So we're very confident about that. And as you've seen, we talked about the iPas Black Card and how this is going to be a huge asset for you. It's the first of its kind in the industry. As you can see on your screen, lots of people are holding up this card and are proud members of this club. So let's get into the engine of iPas. What is in the inside? What are you about to get your hands on as soon as you activate this thing? Well, first of all, let's talk about the formula once more. It's a marketing system based on a proven sales formula that is simple enough for the first-time marketer to use, but powerful enough for the seasoned pro. That is the whole foundation of what iPas is made up of. So you have the formula, you have the trial, you have the system, you have upsells, and you have the profit maximizer. Okay? So here's a little blueprint that you can see. Again, it just talks about the different components, but let's move on. Let's talk about the sales funnel, which is a unique pre-built funnel that creates sales multipliers and automates the entire sales process. So we give you the websites just like the one that you've gone through here, and the same thing that you see here, you're going to have this for yourself. So everything that's happening to you is going to happen for you, all right? So we have high converting trial pages, professional sales videos, pre-written emails, integrated text messaging and mobile pages, personal coaching assistance for your customers, which adds that personal touch, again, as Mark has talked about. real-time tracking and monitoring, and this is important because no longer do you have to guess if things are working. You can actually see what's working, when it's working, and how to scale it. Okay? The next is the products. The iPas 2 products, including the trial, the system itself, and the upsells, is going to help feed into your profit maximizer. So this is one part. So the iPas products contain several low-cost trial products. You sell the iPas 2 system as your core product. So you're reselling this product itself, which is the whole infrastructure that we see here, the education, these videos, everything. We have automated upsells integrated in there, which are the six-figure shortcut products that a lot of you probably purchased. We have bonus products sold inside the members area for you, and then up to 70% commissions on all the iPas 2 products themselves. So depending on your membership level, you can actually make up to 70% on the trial, on the system itself every single month, and even the upsell, as I showed you on the whiteboard. We have high converting and 100% digital for fast delivery. So what this means is everything's been tested, it's proven, people want what we have, it's the only of its kind, so you're sitting in a very high advantage here, and it's delivered instantly to your customers. And its integrated profit maximizers increase your profit margins, which give you those big commissions. So by having the profit maximizers, again, it's that 60% of your income that is going to be there. Without that, you just have this engine that's working great, but why not have this really awesome way of making money that can put upwards of over $2,000 just like that automatically? Now, if you don't have profit maximizers, then yeah, you do forfeit that, and we'll get into that in the compensation plan. The last piece is the traffic. Okay, iPas 2 traffic is one area that should not be of concern. You can now feel comfort in knowing that traffic will never be a setback again. A lot of people, when they get into an internet business, they're worried about, how do I get people to my website? How do I get people to see what I've got? Well, it's very simple, because iPas provides the resources for you. So you can just order it, or we show you how to do all the free stuff as well. So traffic is never a concern. So we have low cost and free traffic sources, done for you traffic sources, unlimited buy-as-you-go traffic, complete retraining traffic courses. So if you want to learn this stuff, we're going to train you on it. Social media traffic systems, how to have your campaigns go viral, etc. We have a dashboard inside the iPas office, so once you log in for the first time, after you finish these videos and you go through orientation, you're going to have a dashboard that you get to see. It's the only online dashboard that lets you be a fly in the wall and see how your business is doing without having to set up any tracking whatsoever. It's really cool. There's zero setup, it's easy to read, you always know how you're doing, when you're doing. You can see what's going on in your business real time, and you never have to waste money again wondering if you're going to actually reach profit. Okay, and you can customize it as well. Now, here's one thing I wanted to mention to you, and this is the profit calculator. Now, the calculator is something that has been very, very much in demand. This is something the industry has never seen before or used, and basically comes down to getting certainty in your business. How do you find out where you're going to go, and how do you get there? So it's the first and only online tool that shows you how to reach profits 100% of the time. It's simple to use with no setup, meaning it's just plug and play. It's exclusive to iPas 2, meaning we are the only business platform online that has its own calculator that will show you how to reach a financial goal. So if you want to make $10,000 a month, we'll tell you how many trials you need to get, how many core offers you need to get, and how many profit maximizers it will take to reach $10,000 a month. So then you can just follow suit.
You guys, this profit calculator, you guys, this is a proprietary thing. As Chris said, this is something exclusively available to us here at iPas. Now, the cool part about this calculator is it allows to add more certainty to your decisions that you've got in your new business. The coolest thing is that you can work the numbers because you're responsible for inputting the information into the calculator. You get to work your numbers. If you wanted to work them, you say, look, if I have an income goal of, as an example, 10 grand a month. If that's your goal, you put that in as the goal. Now what it's going to tell you is all of the things that you need to do to get that goal based on your statistics that you put into it from your dashboard. That's the coolest thing, because now if that's your income goal and you say, well, I need to have this many people go through the trial process, and this many people do the upsells, and this many people buy the core product, and this many people to get their profit or the profit maximizers, it puts it into perspective that you can gain it perfectly. The other cool part is you can work these numbers backwards. You can say, look, I have X dollars amount that I can put into paid traffic or advertising. okay? And based on my position within iPas, and we'll get to that later, I can expect to see from these marketing dollars, I can expect to see this much income or profit. This profit calculator, guys, is exciting. I know I get fired up over it because it's the coolest thing going, and it's brand new to the industry. No one's ever had anything like this before.
Yep, this took quite a bit of engineering to produce because we wanted to create something that would show you how to create certain results off of whatever your dashboard is telling you. So it's used in conjunction with your real-time dash stats for future income predictions. That's what it does. So you can say, all right, my dashboard's telling me this. What is this going to mean at the end of the month? Okay? So there's no more guesswork. That's the purpose of this. And it does reduce risk. So if you say, okay, these are my numbers, it's not going to go well by the end of the month. So you can switch things up without risking your money. Okay? All right, so next we want to talk about the coaches. And the coaches have to do with becoming an iPas Black Card member. We'll get into that. So iPas Black Card members receive access to professional coaches to increase customer satisfaction while dramatically increasing sales conversions. And so the reason being is it adds that personal touch. Just like you have the ability to contact a coach down below or whoever referred you to the site, it adds that personal touch needed to take your business to the next level. I've already shown you when I had the call centers, it increased my income and my business sales dramatically. So now we have the coaching system to offer that same type of service for you. It creates faster duplication, meaning people that are not good at talking to people on the phone that don't want to do that. Well, you don't have to do that. These guys are there working on your behalf. You're going to have higher sales conversions. There's no commission paid to them. So this is a big one. So whenever they talk to your customers on your behalf, and someone decides to buy a profit maximizer and pay $2,000 or whatever the price that they pay, you get paid, and you don't have to pay them a commission because here at iPas, we go ahead and we pay the coaches their salaries for you, right? And you have much happier customers because they understand the materials. They're not sales reps. These coaches are there to help you understand what is in front of you. So if all of a sudden you just get it and you talk to Mark on the phone and he's like, well, this is A, B, and C, it's going to make much more sense to you and make a much better game plan for you to succeed in the future. And it is a very unique offer. I mean, you're going to be offering this same thing here that you're seeing, that you're watching, that you're going through right now to the marketplace that nobody has ever seen. So this is so new, and it's a very unique offer, meaning more money for you. Okay? The next, let's talk about community. The iPas 2 community is comprised of all types of people, all skill levels, ages, and experience. One vision, one purpose, and then changing lives one person at a time. So the community is something, as I showed you with video clips of our events and pictures of iPas Black Card members, they're very loyal to this because of what we've done here. There's thousands of committed entrepreneurs with the same purpose and vision as yourself. There's global success, meaning there's no limitation here. There's future millionaires and leaders in the making. We see success stories time and time again, so we're really working towards that goal. There's one vision and one message, and there's thousands of stories. I mean, we're all saying the same thing. We're all preaching the same thing. Let's make a difference. And we do quarterly live events. So we try to put on these big events or even smaller events throughout the year for you to participate. So you can meet me, you can meet Mark, you can meet the rest of the leaders of the iPas system. And then you get access to like-minded people. I mean, how great is that? You get to rub shoulders and have drinks and dinner with other people that are working with what you're trying to do. So I believe in the saying that if you want to be successful, you have to surround yourself with the right types of people. Well, that's what you're doing here with iPas. It's not just an internet business, but it's a community of people.
Yes, absolutely true, guys. I know I'm going back to this again. We touched on this in the previous video, but as I see it, I don't even need to meet you. If I met your 5 closest friends, I can tell everything I need to know about you guys. This is the coolest thing. And when you can get plugged into a community of like-minded people, everything rises. The boats and everybody involved with the tide goes up together. It is a bigger deal than I want you to understand that you might. If you're discounting this, okay, you know, it's nice to have community. You guys, this is a really big deal, and you're in the right spot, plugged in with us. It's very, very exciting. Very good.
The one thing that it's going to do for your business, because that $47 for the system that you pay every month for this, because you make 50 to 70% of that as an iPas member, but having a community, that means people will never stop paying. People are making sales and getting small wins that create security for your income. And so by us doing these events, all expenses paid on your behalf, That's going to create security in your income, because then people will stick around, they'll see results, and they'll always be paying for this business platform, okay? The iPas 2 system is an all-in-one system. There's automation throughout the whole system itself. We have cash prizes each month, so we have a leaderboard so you can see where you stack up next to everybody else. We offer big prizes, cash prizes, small prizes, etc. And we have world-class support. So if you need to talk to someone, we have phone support, we have ticket support, etc. Okay? So here's just a picture of the stadium we rented out. We're going to keep going about community here. We rented out the whole Marlin Stadium, as you see. It was quite the experience. All of our iPas Black Card members were invited to this. This was actually when we launched back in earlier in the year. In 2014, it was just an awesome experience for all the members. You can see some more pictures here. It was a red carpet event. We had people dressed up in iPas shirts, taking pictures, doing videos for their websites. It was just a lot of fun. So it's just one of those things. It's not just about how much money you make. It's about the people you meet. It's about the culture. You're going to meet people that are seven-figure earners, six-figure earners, etc. All walks of life. Okay. We even rented a mansion, had people over at the mansion. We were debuting the system at the mansion that we rented. You can see a picture here with everybody gathered around the kitchen counter with some wine and a laptop. So it was really a good time. We rented out a rooftop patio bar. We had people there, drinks were on the house, and it's just a time for you to schmooze and shake hands and meet the people that are helping you grow your business. We even held an event. It was a mastermind. We rented a yacht in Miami. We went up and down the intercoastal for all of our members, and you got to see me. There's me standing in front of this yacht, trying to be cool. And it was just a great experience. Dinner, everything included. And here's just some more pictures. So again, it's all about the experience, the user experience. That's what we pride ourselves on here at iPas. So the iPas 2 system is your digital franchise style business. You're the business owner. Your job is to get people through the door to your website. That is your main purpose. Everything is provided. You just get set up, get positioned, and let the system work for you. It does all the selling, the telling, etc. It provides value to your customers by educating them, just like we're doing now. Instead of using hype, we use education, and it creates loyalty and happy customers that keep paying you for a long time. We keep a very professional image. We keep up to the highest standards. Everything is kosher and by the book. Everything is regulated. And as you'll notice in our disclaimers, our income disclaimers, at any time you can see those. We always try to keep above board so everything is transparent. So here's the process. Someone tries the system just like you. When someone decides to use the system after their trial, which is usually 50% or more, they pay that $47 a month, just like you, and make $25 a month for that customer. Okay, so somebody comes in, they're trying it out, then they pay the $47, you get paid 25 bucks. Okay, the system educates them how to make more money faster and bigger by offering bigger and larger products, which we call profit maximizers. And we know those are the ones that make up a majority of your income, and you can make over $2,000 per sale automatically with those. So why does this work? What is it that makes this work? Well, there's no commitment. It allows people to test drive the system to see that it's the real deal. This is why, if you remember Mark showing you the antiquated way of getting leads, and you have to worry about getting smoke screen there, and then you're converting at 1.5% just to sell a product. Now we're not even requiring a commitment. It's just a trial offer. You get to see how great it is, and then that's why our conversions are so high. It's a low price point trial, which allows you to convert a higher number of people into paying customers. Again, we want to get the small wins the fastest, get the buyers the fastest, faster than anybody else out there, and we know that's going to create success for you. It puts $25 a month in your pocket for every iPas 2 customer that pays the $47 after their trial. So this is big because your residual income starts growing very, very fast, and then the system starts nurturing them and starts showing them the profit maximizers and gets them that those other products, which puts big money in your pocket. It leverages upsells and profit maximizers that can pay you over $2,000 per sale automatically. Okay, so here's an example. Let's just say getting just one person to try the system every day for 30 days, and they decide to keep the system past that trial period. Okay, so that's $750 a month or more from the system alone. So one person for 30 days, that's 30 people, paying 25 bucks a month, that's $750 a month. Okay, that's just on the system commissions alone. Okay, Now, you now have that $750 per month to spend on advertising your business and to help cover your costs before you even sell the upsell or profit maximizer products. That's the cool thing, is you're already making money before the system even gets started, all right? Every person you invite to try the system will have the option to buy your profit maximizers and can add over $2,000 in your pocket. All right, so it's your choice how you want to position yourself, and we'll get into that, but it's right in front of you, and the great thing is if you stay obedient to the system will leverage you in your time. iPas 2 is the driving force behind your profit maximizers, aka your money-making products. That's why this was built. So here's a really cool image that I created that shows the system surrounding your product, which is your profit maximizers. And that was why this whole thing was created, to create sales of your main product, which is the profit maximizer that you'll see here. So this chart just shows a case study that I did. Now, this isn't indicative of what you're going to see exactly, but it gives you an estimate or an idea of how profound the profit maximizers are to your overall gross income. And as you can see, the trials are a small percentage, but again, the trials serve the purpose of getting buyers, not creating an income necessarily. The upsells were there, and then the system sales themselves at 17.7%. That is compounding, so that goes up over time because that is a residual income. So it just shows you just how significant that profit maximizer is to your total income. So what does this mean? Well, you have iPas 2, which is your residual income, helps pay expenses, it helps cover costs that you have up front, and then when you add the profit maximizers, that just turns into these big commissions that is mainly profit, and then also creates that lifestyle income. Without it, you're scratching to get by. You're just covering your costs and maybe even profiting, but a lot of times you really need that profit maximizer because of the fact that we know that it makes up a majority of your income. By not having that, you're really selling yourself short. So in the next video, we're going to talk about how to get unlimited traffic to your new business. We're also going to talk about how to turn your trial customers into $25 a month plus another $2,000 per sale. So how can we turn a simple trial customer into a much bigger customer and a loyal customer? That's what we're going to show you, and that's what the system does. We're going to show you the difference between free and paid advertising, and then we're also going to show you why 90% of the people outsource their advertising. A common misconception is, okay, I got into a business, how the heck am I going to get people there? Is this going to be so difficult and technical? Truth is, 90% of the top earners out there, the 90% of the successful entrepreneurs online don't do their own advertising, do outsource it. That's what we do, that's what our members do, and that's what we suggest you do. Why you need zero skill to get thousands of people to your website. Once again, it's not a thing where you have to learn these skills anymore, because there's so many service providers that can just do that for you, and that's what we rely on, and allows us to scale much faster. So, to progress to part 3, make sure you click the button down below in the lower right hand corner, check the box, click next, and that'll send you to the next part. And we're getting closer now to getting the system activated, but at least now you see where we're coming from. You're starting to understand the system better, and it's going to start to get really exciting. So go ahead and do that. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with your personal business coach by chatting with them down below, or scheduling an appointment, or even contacting them. So, and if you don't have a coach assigned to you, your sponsor will go ahead and be available to you. So we'll see you in the next video, and look forward to getting you going here soon.